Came here to party, I'm not gonna lie. So call up somebody, cause I ain't got the time. Nah, nah, I'm feeling myself in the best way. I'm gonna pretend it's my birthday. Got all of my friends going crazy, cause this is how we do. We'll go dancing in the club on a Saturday night. Go driving down Sunset, feeling alright, yeah, yeah. Doing anything we like. We'll go cruising down the beach till the morning light. So wild and free, feeling so alive, yeah, yeah. Doing anything we like. We on that golden state of mind. We on that golden state of mind. We on that West Coast high. And we feeling that, feeling that, feeling it, feel that vibe. We on that.
someone comes into your life so unexpectedly. Sometimes someone turns to be the one that gives you everything, just like you did. Took me by surprise, made me complete. You changed my life, made me believe in real love. And now my heart beats, it beats for you. Since you came into my life, I never felt like so in love and so excited, cause you're so right. Now I'm never leaving you, leaving your side, cause you're mine. Mine, mine, mine. Now I'm never leaving you, leaving your side, cause you're mine.